say some things that I can help test the audio.
Our peer system.
We are testing the audio, and I don't know if it's working or not, or whether
It's
it's
up and down, up and down.
Good.
I am the very model of a modern nature general, like information, vegetable, animal, and
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. All right. First, let me thank everyone for being here today. I appreciate the adjustment in the schedule. And hopefully we navigate through. I know we set up a hard stop at 4. Hopefully we're not moving at that length of time. But so we're going to start off with passing back the working remotely on planning days. We're in agreement with the strike-through language you passed us. You want to take a peek at it? Confident we can sign off on it?
All right. I'll have everybody just read
Okay.
through it once.
Okay.
You take one, I'll take one.
And I will say, I do want to make a comment on the remote planning because I've actually had a couple calls. So, you know, the original intent of the language in there was certainly not a trust factor or a value of our employee factor. We certainly trust and respect all of our staff. We were just looking for something to get across the table that both of us, as I think Jesse, you said it, that both sides can have some accountability and so forth. So again, this is certainly not an intent to devalue or not trust. And certainly most of us have been educators in the building as well and understand the value of planning time. Okay, on the optional planning. Okay, so we're in agreement both. We did feel the need to leave in a part. If you look midway down, paragraph 2, we left in, however, if the meeting or activity is associated with a supplemental position for which the employee is compensated, past the red line strike through, it must be performed beyond the normal workday or work week, which is out of the contract. The reason, one of the key reasons we left that in there, just so everyone knows, is we have a significant number of athletic supplements that start prior to the school year beginning. Majority of our fall sports all start with your supplemented positions. And of course, like I said, so we wanted to add that in there. We left the part in there where it says utilize any teacher planning day or post planning day for the flex day. You can see that in red below.
Got it.
Okay. Compensation. I'm going to pass out a few things if you give me a minute.
Okey doke.
Very good.
They should be fine right now.
Okay, we can start with the, this piece right here. I just want to run through a few things quickly on it. You have.
I got it right here.
Okay, if you look at the far left, where it says the number of teachers, we adjusted your math to reflect the accurate number of eligible teachers. So your initial one was a little high. I think you used the terminology napkin math. And so certainly we got that to the accurate number. If you look in the category on highly effective grandfathering, we adjust the one piece to 150. You had 200 and 175 in there. So we moved it to 150. And that's really, Kathy can expand a little bit on that, but that's really a reflection of the law. Top right hand where you see it says total increase per teacher on here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is the dollar values that you passed across. It's exactly what you passed across in that last piece. And so we've met that. We also added in the green box below it. That shows the additional $128 one-time non-reoccurring supplement as well.
Can I add something?
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so two things. If you go back to prior counters, you will notice that the number was 3,387. I believe you used the referendum
Correct.
number, which we have not been using because
Okay.
brand new employees do not get this. This is a raise, so you have to have an evaluation. So that's why. So if you go back, I don't want you to think that I changed the numbers out of the blue. These are the same numbers we have been using over and over when we passed across the compensation language. And then you can double check. There is statutory requirement about how the pay for performance is paid. And there is a lovely calculation that you can read in the statute. But I put it into the formula we have used for years since it came out. And so I just wanted to make sure that you could see where the 150 came from.
As soon as you said it, I saw my mistake.
Okay.
So I'm with you on that.
Perfect.
Okay, so the next page, thank you, Kathy. The next page, if you look at this sheet here, this is really, in my opinion, a cleaner breakdown of each years of experience. When you look at it with your retention amounts, the pay per performance, whether it's highly effective, grandfathered, highly effective, gives a breakdown across the chart with regards to the supplement in there as well and shows a total for the year. Okay, it's a little, for me, it's a little easier to read than the initial document. And then if you look below that, you'll see items 1 through 4, and that really spell out the scope of each of the categories that are listed that are numbered. Okay.
So the supplement is non-reoccurring.
The supplement is non-reoccurring, and again, we met the dollar value that you requested, so that's, the supplement is in addition to that. Okay, and then Kathy explained the last piece already that you got, which shows the statute weight, number of teachers of evaluation, and the factored number of teachers.
Got philosophical isn't the word. I have a question. It's been curious in my head. The $128 non-reoccurring money. Where did you? How did you get $120 non-reoccurring money? Is that like a pool you had somewhere, or just some leftover?
No,
Do you
we're
want-
not buying 5 buses.
Yeah, we had to pull it out
We
of.
took $1 million,
Not buses.
so capital. You
Correct.
asked for capital,
Got it.
so we will be 5 buses less. And so we split that money specifically
Mhm.
between SJEA and SJEA,
Correct.
not AMC. But yes, AMC will receive a small supplement as well, but that's coming out of operating so that we mirror. But there's $500,000 there that's coming out of capital. And actually, it's not coming out of capital. We can't pay you, but we're
Gotcha.
not buying buses.
But
paying
money
for some
shifted
things that we
pots.
can, yes.
Okay. That answered that exactly. What I was looking for. Thank you. Anything on this side over here, sir? Anything on your side?
No,
Just give me. Oh, sorry.
no, just let us know the time.
Yeah, give me 15 minutes to start with. I'll let you know.
All right.
We're both in the same one.
Yep, probably got the same spot. I got one. I'm sorry. Are you ready to go, Meredith? All right. I just got one question before we start. What are we going to do about insurance? If we sign off on the same insurance here, what will happen to that? It could possibly get.
Yeah.
I need like a little update.
Jay,
from
you
myself.
want to give us a?
So
I'm sorry.
the plan design, it won't be able to be changed
Okay.
until next year.
That's what I was worried
It has
about.
to be on annual, or it has to be at the beginning of the school year. The premiums we can increase at that
Okay.
whenever it is approved.
All right.
So you still need to sign the plan design
Yeah,
changes so
okay.
that we can put them into effect for January 1 of 2027.
Okay.
So that will definitely be agreed to.
All right. We're solid with that. That's the way it works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're all on the same page.
Kind of- If we're in limbo, there's nothing we can do.
Okay. We're in agreement with the working remotely planning days as you pass it across. We didn't make any changes. I've already signed up for the copies. You and me.
Can we keep one?
Yep, and I'll keep one. And then I've got optional planning day as written here. Same thing you passed across. You signed. We're in agreement on compensation. I've signed the top and then put all the sets together. If you'd like to do it differently, please let me know.
I am gonna,
If you want to sign
I'd
on
like
each
to
one,
either we sign on each one.
sure,
just
I'll do that then. Yeah.
If that's okay.
That's a nice spot. There we go.
From last time.
That's a full set.
It's a full set.
Should be a full set.
It would, we need to talk about this. I would like to say something that you don't call it notification. It's not going into practitioner.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm confused as to why we would sign this. It's not going into effect in January, correct?
Correct.
So we would be signing something for January of 2027 without seeing what the new, anything happens with plan or what happens with the plan through the whole month or year, next year, the whole time.
So I can tell you what's going to happen to the plan. And again, I would encourage this team to talk to Kelly Abatinozzi, Kate Dowdy, and Sally Cunningham. Those are the three representatives on the plan, on the insurance committee. But now that we cannot put that into place, the insurance plan is going to lose an additional $7 million this year. Because instead of increasing our premiums by that value, the 31% that was recommended by the actuary, the planned fund balance was going to take a hit. We were doing plan design changes and premium increases. So the problem is now the plan is the fund balance of the plan will take up what those plan design changes were designed to do.
Off the top of your head, do you remember what our fund balance is sitting at right now or beginning of this year?
We have $19 million of unassigned fund balance right now. So then on top of that, you have to have a 60-day run out. And then we keep about a 5% fund balance for contingencies, which is at about 3 million right now. So we just had our insurance committee meeting and went over those numbers. So that's, I would say, due to the critical nature and the emergency that the plan could potentially have by not making those changes.
But we're not making these changes, and things could change where even different kind of plan design may need to come into play for next year. And this is going to throw a monkey wrench, not to mention the fact that we should not be bargaining for a coming year. So it is my recommendation to not sign this and to still work through the committee, have the committee look and see if these plan designs at 6 months into the year still are even valid for the coming year. They may need to even change at that point, and then we're going to be bargaining from something that we actually don't have. If you follow my concept, I'm thinking we're not putting this into place, but we are signing it to be put into place in 2027, which at that time there could be a complete different need for things. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen on the federal level. We don't know anything. So this, I think, is very premature. And also, I don't ever recommend a team to sign things for the coming year. It makes me very nervous.
So I think I mean, obviously, I cannot force the union to sign for something for a following year. I don't believe there's anything that is against negotiations to sign something for the future that I know of. People sign 1 and 2 year, counties sign 1 and 2 year
We do,
deals
but
all
it
the
is
time.
definitely not our recommendation.
Okay, well, we just signed planning days for the
Yes, we do.
26, 27 school year.
Again,
I think it undermines all of the work that the insurance committee does and the history that they have had and the knowledge that they have by not signing. But if I have to bring this back for the first meeting that we meet for the 26, 27 school year, because that is the pleasure of SJEA, I will make sure that we do that and that we get it signed then.
May I ask a question? Tracy, because you know so much more about the contract side of it than probably most of us. Would this prohibit us from making other changes, let's say, in the spring or in the fall when we look at the program again, and let's say, worst case scenario, we decide we do need to make stronger or different changes to the plan. Would this limit our ability to do that?
I would say yes, right?
I'm sorry, I need to be clear of something real quick. So if we sign that now, we're going to put that one down in stone for being next year's plan. And we cannot open it up next time if we need to make a change. For, let's say, for real purposes, like there's been a massive problem and we have to fix it. So is that going to lock us in?
the way I read this is not going to go into effect until January of 2027. So this is set in stone to be in effect on January 27, in addition to anything that might need to be changed via the committee's recommendation over the next year. So I feel like this is locking the whole committee down to say, maybe it needs to even be different than this. Or maybe something happens on the federal level that gives some relief that would make these draconian. So, I mean, this is, to me, was, when I saw this, this is a drastic move. If there's any hope of anything happening, then you've already got this in stone and must work from this point forward if you sign this. So this will go into effect on 1/2027, and anything else that you guys may bargain during that time leading up to 1/2027.
So what I'm hearing is this could actually be detrimental to both sides if we put this into place now.
I feel like it could be, because there could be changes that you say, this one doesn't work, this particular one doesn't work, so instead we're going to do this, or something came down from the federal government over the time because everything's up in the air right now with regards to medical insurance. So maybe some relief should come down or something should change. It could say, okay, we didn't have to go that far. We could make it a little less hurtful. Or darn, things didn't change, but this is our bare minimum, and now we've got to add to it. So this locks everybody in to move from this point forward through, and I feel like
So,
you could do
so what's
better.
the difference if we started negotiating in the spring and we pass that across?
Well, you have given it 6 months or 4 months worth of thought, and whatever happens from the
I'll just
federal
I'll
level.
just bring it back.
Mhm.
I'll just bring it back. It's fine.
Could y'all give us 5 minutes?
Sure.
Is that asking a little bit? Let me get 5 minutes and I'll let you know in just a second.
Well, Jessica, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, please do.
Is it exacerbated by the fact that SJEA ratified it? Is that part of the mess that we're looking at here? If we don't put this in front of our members for ratification, but SJEA has, what does that mean?
So we, obviously, we would bring it back and ask SJEA to re-sign it to go
Mhm.
into the package for 26, 27.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, because it's not gonna go into play right now anyways, so
It's been pulled.
it's on hold.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
You need
Few
what,
minutes.
5?
Yeah, 5 minutes. I'll let you know in just
Okay,
We're gonna ask very, politely if we could wait and hold off on those changes until later. Is that all right with y'all? You've already said yes, but I'm gonna ask just in case, make sure you guys can't come to any
We'll bring it
conclusions.
We will, just one more point of
Yes,
clarification
ma'am.
is that the premiums and the plan designs were a package
Mhm.
kind of based upon what we know today. So we want to do what you all are most comfortable with, so we will certainly hold off. But one other thing to remind everybody is that if we had signed that and the plan does lose $14 million in a year per the contract, that would be considered a financial emergency, and we could come back to the table and redesign the plan design.
We are on board with getting
Okay.
everything fixed, and we don't want to see anybody default.
Yep.
We just have to, we gotta leave our options open for, miracles. All right, with that, I think we're done. You and I are gonna sit around and sign off on all the, just for the posterity,
Yep.
on all the stuff that was already TA'd on.
Yep.
Other than that, I think that concludes negotiations.
Yeah, let me, two things for me. Have you guys discussed your putting back out ratification timeline? Any ideas? I know with the approaching,
That's
it's a
a good
question. And the reason I asked the question, Kate, is I shared the last meeting. We would love the joint message out to increase the percentage of voters, right? It just was not a great number of people voting. So with the joint message out, something together, you and I.
Yeah, agreed.
Certainly willing to do that. I'm just trying to gauge your timeline with impending holiday coming up and all of that.
I'm thinking that we need the 3 days to message, and we also need time to create the materials. So there's no way I can do it before Thanksgiving.
Well, I
Like-
didn't think that.
Like if theoretically, let's say if we did like the third or the second and third, or the third and fourth of December. Actually, I would say let's do the second and third, that Tuesday and Wednesday, and then count on the either Wednesday night or Thursday night.
It's good. Wednesdays always increase voting. Wednesdays increase voting. There's more time for people to do it with.
Yeah,
Agree.
I think so.
Okay,
So
so,
yeah, get it done the first week of December.
okay, so you and I'll talk this week
Yes.
about maybe putting together a plan on something jointly out there that we certainly want to do that collaboratively with y'all.
Agree.
All right?
All right.
Anything, Kathy, Wayne, anybody at the table? Back?
Okay. All right, we're good here too.
Should
All
we
right.
go ahead and set dates for the spring now?
These three.